Andy, can you just kind of walk through
the last
the last minute?
First let me what sticks in my mind is obviously Mercer's a good basketball team, and I just told my team I've been very fortunate. I've played for and coached for 3 Hall of Fame coaches, Jim Valvano, Gene Bartow, and Bob Huggins. And it always comes down to the same thing. Wherever you go, players make plays. And at the end of the day, when you're in a competitive game such as tonight, the team that makes the most plays is typically going to win. Mercer made the most plays. They deserve to win. We had them down 67-60, I believe, with about 6 minutes to play. We had 3 layups. One was point blank. Derek, and then off some penetration, and then A.J. off a putback. But we had 3 layups, and we missed them all. And next thing you know, you look up and you're down again. They were able to withstand it because they made some hard shots. And I want to tell you something. Number 10, I don't want to butcher his name, so I won't say it. But what an incredible game that kid had. And we knew coming in he was a driver, and he just drove us and drove us and drove us. And he put his body on our body, and he powered right through and finished play after play after play. And when they were making that run and we were missing those layups, next thing you know, you breathe life back in them. You put yourself in a position where one play beats you, and that's what happened.
Did you feel you guys did a little bit better job today rebounding? I know that was one of the big.
No, I mean, it's -4, but that's, I guess, the 3rd consecutive game we've been out rebounded. It's ridiculous, honestly. It's ridiculous. And I can't tell you as a coach, I really learned some valuable lessons in my 3rd year here when we had all those injuries. Scared me to death where we couldn't practice. I got real tentative. Listen, man, we've done everything short of breaking out the football pads. I mean, and for this stage of the season, when you've got a guy with a broken foot in DeMarco Cox and a guy with a torn ACL in Aaron Jones, and a guy with this and a guy with that, it makes you nervous as a coach. It's like in football when you go body on body this deep into the season. We've done that, though. We've done everything short of challenging their manhood to try to get in there and get a rebound. So I tinkered with Anthony. Again, we just keep mixing and matching. And, Sebas comes in and gets 11 in 20 minutes, does a lot of really good things, kept a lot of balls alive on the offensive glass. But you can't get out rebounded at home. We thought coming in that was a telltale sign. If we out-rebound them, because we do play a possessions game, then we would have a chance to win, and it came down ultimately to 1 possession. They had 15 offensive rebounds. Maybe if we'd have kept them to 14, maybe we win. So that's an area that's of major concern, and we'll keep working and trying to figure out who we can put in the game that can go get rebounds.
In that situation, did you set up a defense in the timeout, or is it just guys got to get a
Yeah, well, we really the last opportunity we had, because I had no more timeouts, was when we designed the play for Marshall in the misdirection. He got fouled, and he missed 2 free throws. But we said to ourselves, okay, if we're behind, if we miss these, then we have to foul right away. If he makes them, we were going to settle back into a 2-3 zone. And I'm going to tell you, it's not my preference, but they were just back cutting us and face cutting us, and number 10 was driving it by. So we said, hey, let's gap them, and if they beat us with a jump shot, they beat us with a jump shot. They just continued to gash us off the dribble. But then, he missed the 2. We're scrambling around, had to foul. Then he hits the big 3. We're back in a 2-3 zone. He really, kept them in front of us, and the kid just rose up and knocked down a huge shot. I thought, it was right in front of y'all. Y'all tell me. I thought the one. And I get my sequences messed up sometimes, but they go in and they try to dunk the ball, and we get our hand on it, hits the back iron, and it goes out of bounds, and they give the ball to them, and it was a reset shot clock. I didn't know if Snoop could have got that. If he could have got that, you always try to get the ball, but he was assuming it was our ball. Huge possession. Things like that drive you crazy as a coach because you want your guys to be fundamental, and we made some unfundamental plays, and it cost us.
You've touched on some of it, but I know you haven't had a chance to go back and look at it. What kind of led to them being able to build that 12, 13-point lead early, and then what did you guys do differently to take over the game in the middle portion?
They're a team, and you watch a lot of college basketball, Neil. They're a team similar to a Belmont, similar to a Butler. That group's been together for a long time. He's built it. They had a really good year last year, and they got upset in their conference tournament. They were hosting it, I think, and they got upset by Florida Gulf Coast. We knew it was going to be a dangerous game because they've got upperclassmen, because they expect to win. I think they'd won 3 or 4 in a row in SEC venues, so we knew it was going to be challenging. We couldn't allow them to play at their pace, and I thought the game early was at their pace. Back cut us. We're leaving our feet. They're the shot fakingest team. They lead the nation in assists, which tells you what, they're penetrating the pitch, and we allowed them to penetrate and pitch. Even when they missed shots, they were quicker to balls. And then we really struggled, I thought, early in the game offensively, and we allowed them to get away from us. I thought, you know, we came out with much better energy in the second half, kept some balls alive for ourselves, and made some shots, and ultimately put ourselves in a position, again, up 67-60. Right there's the game. Forget about the last shot. Kid made a great shot. That's the game. 67-60, you got three layups. Now, are they open floor park layups? Of course not. This is college basketball. You got to be able to score through people, and you got to be able to score around people, and we didn't get it done. And then we continue. You know, we're 65% from the free throw line tonight. That's what we're shooting for the year, approximately 65, 67%. It ain't good enough. It's going to get you beat, and that's what's happened to us.
Did it take looking up and seeing they were down 16 for them to start playing with aggression and energy?
I tried and tried, and it's hard. You know, it's hard. If we were playing Oregon, I didn't think we lacked energy. But I think sometimes guys just think, hey, man, you know, I'm going to come out here and be able to go at my own pace and be able to make plays, and you can't do that in college basketball today. You've got to really be locked in, and our focus has to get better. That's probably the greatest frustration that I've had through these 11 games is attention to detail, focus. Effort's typically been pretty good. Just not very disciplined at times defensively and putting ourselves out of plays, allowing them to play to their strength. And as a result, they built that lead. I thought in the second half we turned them over a little bit, got them going a little faster. They finally missed some shots. We were finally able to rebound the ball and get out in the open floor. And then I thought our guys had great resolve in driving all the way back and playing about as well as we could for about 5 or 6 minutes. And then you have them right there. They made plays we didn't.